Hello my Linians, this is Teacher Julina and today we are going to discuss the topic modals. This video tutorial is based on your learning activity sheet in English 8 Quarter 1 Week 3. So bring out your learning activity sheet and turn your book to pages 215 to 222. Our learning target for this session is use modals appropriately. Before the lesson, let us have some warm-up questions. I have here 2 questions for you to answer. Let's read the first one. As a student, what is your duty and obligation for you to get a passing grade? Letter A, you must attend classes and pass your exams. B, you may attend classes and pass your exams. C, you might attend classes and pass your exams. And D, you would attend classes and pass your exams. I will wait for your answer. What do you think is the answer? Very good. The answer is letter A. You must attend classes and pass your exams. Second one. What is the most famous talent or ability of Fernando Amorsolo? Letter A, he may paint beautifully. Letter B, he can paint beautifully. Letter C, he might paint beautifully. Or letter D, he would paint beautifully. I will wait for your answer. What do you think is the answer? You got it right. The answer is letter B. He can paint beautifully. Modal verbs are types of verb that are used to indicate modality, that is, likelihood, ability, permission, request, capacity, order, obligation, or advice. Modal verbs always accompany the base or infinitive form of another verb having semantic content. There are so many types of modals, but in our lesson, we will just be focusing on the most common ones that we can actually use in our everyday conversation. Let us start with the first one. Can. It indicates ability. For instance, if you have the ability to dance, you can say, I can dance. Another one, if you have a talent in writing, you can state, I can write beautiful poems and stories. The second type is must or need to. It indicates necessity or obligation. For example, as a Filipino citizen, it is our obligation to follow rules. We can say, as a Filipino citizen, I must follow our country's rules and regulations. Another one, if your teacher asked you to pass something before the deadline, you can say, I need to pass my portfolio to my teacher before the deadline. Another type is should. It indicates advice. In giving an advice, it is not meant to follow or not. It depends on the person if he or she wants to follow it or not. For example, when you are given an advice from your friend to see your brother, he or she says, you should see him. Another one, when you give an advice to your friends, you say, we should be early. The fourth type is could. It indicates request. For example, when you are requesting a sales lady to find you the pair of shoes of your size, you say, could you find me something like this, please? Next example, if you are requesting to the DJ to play the song that you want, you say, could you play this favorite song of mine? Next type of modal is may. It indicates permission. For example, if a man was permitted by the woman's parents to visit their daughter, they say, you may visit her anytime. Next example, if a teacher is referring to a girl whom she allowed to go, she says, she may leave. Another type is would. We use this word to indicate desire. When we say desire, it is not as necessary as other things. we can live without it. Let's read the example. I would like to call her. This sentence means that the speaker just wants to call the girl. It is not that as obligatory. Another example. I would like to write a song. It means that the speaker only wants or desires to write a song. It is not as important as any other thing. The second to the last type is might. It indicates possibility. In this sentence, he might leave soon. The speaker has a thought that there is a possibility that the man will leave. You might be the next winner. The speaker thinks that the person he or she is referring to has the possibility to win. The last type is must. If you still remember, I already discussed it a while ago, but in this case, this modal means different. It can also be used in indicating strong probability. When we say strong probability, you are sure of your guess of something. For example, he must be at the mayor's office right now. The speaker expresses his strong probability or guess that the man is at the mayor's office. Another one, Ma'am Santos must be at the gym coaching the cheering squad. The speaker is sure of his or her guess that Mrs. Santos is at the gym. Let us now generalize what we have learned for today. First one, what are modals? Modal verbs are types of verb that are used to indicate modality. That is, likelihood, ability, permission, request, capacity, order, obligation, or advice. What are the common types of modals? First one is can. It indicates ability. Second one, must or need to. It indicates necessity or obligation. Next one is should. It indicates advice. Could means request. May indicates permission. The word would indicates desire. The word might indicates possibility. And lastly, the word must indicates strong probability. At this point, turn your activity sheet into enrichment part. Be reminded of the general direction. Do not write anything on this activity sheet. Write your answer on a separate long bond paper. For your enrichment activity number 1, complete the following sentences by using modals inside the box. Do not forget to capitalize when necessary. Write only the answer. For enrichment activity number 2, match the scenarios in column A with its corresponding modal in column B. Write only the letter of your answer. Note, answers may be repeated. For enrichment activity number 3, construct a sentence using the appropriate modal based on the person's action in the following sentences. And for your wrap-up activity, answer these questions briefly but substantially. I hope you learned something today. If you have questions or clarifications regarding the topic we discussed, feel free to contact your subject teacher through text, call, or post your question in your official Facebook group or page. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.